Okay, so in this video, we're going to be working with Curlsqueen, and we're nice enough to send all of the accessories and tools we're going to be needing for this installation. Now, in this box, we have the Microlinks hair extensions toolkit. Now, in this toolkit, you have everything you're going to be needing, from the hair gripper down to the loop needle threader, the silicone rings or the beads that we're going to be using for installing. We have hair clips, we have a tail comb, we also have the hair plier, and we also have a micro pulling needle. Now, to the start of the show, these are what the itips look like. This is the Microlinks. Now guys, this is in a style light yaki, and one bundle is enough because in this bundle we have about 125 itips. Now, for my hair prep, I'm just going to unravel my hair. It's freshly washed, but this is what it looks like. So I'm going to just straighten this out, blow it out as much as I can. If you want to straighten your hair at this point, definitely do that. You might want to get the hair looking similar to the texture of the extensions, so it kind of blends in seamlessly, right? So this is what the hair looks like. I'm going to comb it through and then start partitioning the hair to the style that I want. Now, depending on the style that you're going for, you want to partition your hair and create like a leave out to suit the style. Now, I wanted like a center part, but if you want like a half down, half up, half down hairstyle, you also want to create, a demarcation or a section for that. So because we are leaving out, you want to make sure that the hair you're leaving out is able to cover up the extensions, right? This is too transparent. You want to make sure that the hair covers up everything and you're not able to see what's behind it. So I'm going to take out more hair so that way everything blends and looks very seamless. Now I'm just sectioning the hair around the perimeter of my hair because I do want to be able to pack my hair in a ponytail. I want it to look like my hair but with length and volume. So I'm just going to braid that out of the way so that way we can start installing and prepping the hair for the itips and the extensions. So this is what we have. I'm just going to braid all of that around the perimeter of my hair just so we have that out of the way. And guys, this is what we're working with. So these are the silicone beads. All right, these are the silicone rings, and inside that bead we have a silicone that will help in securing your hair. And this is how you thread the beads into the pulling needle or the pulling threader, right? You want to take your time. This actually is therapeutic, but it's also very easy to kind of install, right? So this is what we have going on. I'm going to start off by sectioning my hair into layers, right? And this is going to be the first layer. Now, how you decide to section your hair in order to thread, it's more like an experimental thing, right? But you definitely get a hang of it. You want to take your hair piece by piece and pull it through the needle and then drag the bead out so that way it falls into the hair that you've left out, like you're seeing right now. Now, do bear with me. I'm going to come up close so you guys can see the entire process in a more detailed version. Okay, so this is what one bundle of the extension looks like, and like I said, in one bundle we have over 100, and you have over 100 eye tips. We have about 125 eye tips. Now, what we're going to be doing next, since we've beaded our hair, we're going to put that eye tip right into the bead. Now there's a silicone lining, so that will kind of help protect your natural hair, but also help in gripping onto the tip that you just inserted, right? So you want to pull this, but you want to make sure that it's not too close to the root of your hair or the scalp of your hair, right? Because you don't want to create a lot of tension, right? And you want to be able to move the hair so that way you can freely style and pack the hair the way you desire. Now all we're doing is just inserting the tips into the ring or into the bead and then clamping it on with our plier. You don't need to apply a lot of pressure when you're clamping it on. Just apply. I feel like you need to try this out yourself in order to learn the entire process, but it is so beginner friendly and it is so easy. It only just requires a lot of patience and time. Now I'm going to be doing this in details as well. I'm looping my hair, I'm putting my hair through the needle, and I'm just dragging that bead into the hair so that way we can get the bead in the hair. So I'm just doing the same process over and over again, putting my hair through the needle, dragging the bead, and then dragging the hair out of the needle, as you guys can see right now. Now, something you might struggle with is knowing, just kind of figuring out how much hair you would need to loop through the needle. And like I said, this is pretty much experimental. I feel like when you try it out once or twice, if you make mistakes, you will learn. All you need to do is just make sure that your hair can be pulled through the needle, and once it does, then you're good to go. Just kind of eyeball it and work with it at the same time. So again, I'm putting the itips into the bead, and I'm just clamping that with the plier. You don't need to use a lot of force when you're clamping it down. Just a little bit of pressure and it would literally secure. So yeah, you want to bend the bead so it goes from like a circular form to a more cylindrical or a rectangular form, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing all through this entire installation process. But I wanted you guys to have a clear view of what I'm doing in details. So yeah, I'm doing the same thing again, partitioning my hair, and I'm working in sections, right? And yeah, so for this entire hair, I think I used about I don't want to say 1.5, maybe 1.25 bundle, but it's definitely, I think you can definitely do away with just one bundle. But if you do want more volume, you can definitely maybe do 2, but I feel like 2 might even be too much. But yeah, this is what we're doing. Still doing the same thing, putting the hair in between the needle, pulling the bead through the needle and onto the hair, and then putting the eye tips in the bead and clamping it down with the plier. So we're doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm just going to let this play so you guys can kind of watch the entire process as I'm installing. So yeah, this entire process is pretty much repetitive. And like I said, it does require a lot of patience. This installation took me about 5 hours. Mind you, I do have a baby, so I feel like if I was fully dedicated, we could have gotten this done in about 4 hours. But once you get a hang of it, you kind of progress and become a little bit faster. I feel like the first row was a little bit slow for me, but as I got like used to it, because this is my first time installing this, and yeah, for someone who is installing this for the first time, I believe anyone can do this, as long as you have all the tools you need and accessories. It will help you throughout the entire process. Again, I'll leave all the links in the description box so you guys can check them out if you're interested. And yeah, this is what it looks like. If you want something that kind of adds volume to your natural hair but can also last for months, then this is definitely the way to go. If you're someone who likes versatility, you want to style your hair in different ways, then you can definitely try this out as well. But make sure that you put that in mind when you're sectioning off your hair and creating leave out, so that way you're able to style your hair properly. So now I'm in my should I call it like the end of the installation process, but I'm in one of the last rows, and I'm just doing the same process, putting the hair through the needle, pulling the beads through the needle as well and onto my hair. And this is what we have going on, just the same process over and over again. I do hope this video was as detailed as I intended, but this is what it is looking like. This just adds volume to your hair. It's a game changer, to be honest with you, if you're someone who likes your natural hair but just wants a little bit of enhancement. But this is what it's looking like. This is about the last couple of beads that we're going to be putting in, and yeah, we're almost done, guys. Okay, so this is the finished look. We've gone ahead to install all the itips on our hair, the hair that we left out for installation, and this is how full it is looking. This is kind of what we have going on, and we can style this however we want, pack this up, but I'm just going to loosen up the braids that we did and also kind of style my hair the way that I would love to. And yeah, this is it. I'm just going to partition my hair to create like a center part, and see, again, if you feel like the beads are showing, you can go ahead to uninstall some of them. But yeah, I'm just going ahead to press my hair down a little bit using a flat iron. I feel like I should have done this before installing, but yeah, you learn through the process. But I'm just kind of melting my hair into the extension, so that way they both kind of marry together and they both look similar, because what you're doing is we want to create an illusion of your hair, but a longer and maybe a fuller version of it, right? So we're just pressing this down and we're kind of getting it to look alike. Alright, love, so this is what the extensions are looking like right now, and like I said, you can style this however you like. You can do like a center part, you can do a side part, you can have it all back, you can do an half up half down style, you can do a ponytail style, you can even curl it up just to play around with the texture. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. Also check the description for all the links and product details, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, make sure you stay fabulous and stay best. Bye guys.